Okay, I'm hoping we'll just get at least to the point where we can actually see why we need a view model, and then we'll pick up next week. So obviously, as I said, we need an employee details page, right? So I can just right-click, add a new item, and a Windows Phone portrait page works just fine because that's what I'm working on right now. So another one of those will be perfectly good for my employee details. I will call it employee details. All right, so one thing, of course, just like I have in my main page, sorry, not that one, main page XAML. Remember we added the using for our toolkit, right? So I'll just grab that same namespace, throw that in here so I have access to all the toolkit controls, readily understood. Okay. Now, just to save a bit of time, because I only have a couple minutes anyway, I'm going to put some code in the layout route here. Just going to grab my code. Okay, so what you'll see there is I've just got a grid defined. Right, so I have some column and row definitions this time, and so I'm using it to help lay out information. So I've got text blocks. You see the grid row, grid column references, right? That's just an easy way of how this grid system works for us. So basically I just have some text boxes here for first name, last name, job title. I'm not going to add the other one because they get more complicated controls just yet. So for a quick demo, we'll just leave it at that for now. Okay. So the idea is we're going to navigate to this page and display. Obviously, text boxes will allow us to make changes, right? And we're going to display the actual employee that was selected, right? So remember how it worked. When we select an employee on the main page, we set that employee to the active employee in our app object. So all I really have to do is when I come over here and navigate to actually, I guess I don't have to put it in there. I just have to put the code behind. Sorry, bringing up the code behind page. I just need to navigate to it. Sorry, I just commented out the application bar there for those that were wondering what I was doing off video. So really, all I really have to do is unnavigate it to. So when I come to this page, I'm just going to go grab a reference to my application object, right? And that allows me, quite simply, in this one line of code, I can take out some of these blanks, just set the data context to that grid to the active employee. And the binding that's set up for those text boxes will just go and grab the first name, middle name, and so on. So I'm hoping here, I only have a few seconds, so I'm hoping it'll actually run. I didn't get build errors, but we'll see. So if I click on how we go Dave blogs here, and debug, okay, navigation failed. Darn, sorry. I'm trying to piece together on the fly, and obviously I missed something here. Did I name the page correctly? Employee detail page. I didn't name the page correctly. Okay, can I just do a refactor here, a rename? Wouldn't that be nice? Looks like it. All right, there we go. Good. Hey, thank you. So we have the details, but my point is, because we have bound in that one line of code directly to the active employee, which is a data-bound object, it's part of the actual entity set, right? I can come in here, it's a text box. guess what happened? It just saved that change to the database. Because as soon as you assign a new property, even in a bound control, okay, property notified, changed, happened, right? It actually has already saved the change to the database. So that clearly is not an ideal arrangement, which is why, and we'll talk about it next week when we get together, we don't normally bind in a situation like this. It was fine with our list. We were displaying data. Of course, those were only summary properties, but even if I'd used updatable properties, that's okay. But if you use any controls that allow you to change data, you don't have any chance to say, yes, I want to save this, or no, I want to cancel those changes. As soon as you move off that field, the changes are saved, right? And you can see I just used the back button on the phone there to go back, and you can see that it actually has already changed the record in the database. So that's not an ideal situation, which is why we'll create a view model instead, which is essentially a copy of the model object, right? And then it's not connected to the data set or the data context. So we can mess with it, and then if we're happy with our changes, we just copy all its properties over to the active employee. So just one extra step to isolate and let us play with an object and decide to save the changes or not. That's really all a view model is mainly for in this case. All right, well, thank you for your time today.